It's a beautiful night for a baseball game. Hello, everyone. In cooperation with Atlantic Broadband, the South Union Township Supervisors present the South Union Township Sports Network. Today, via tape delay from Beaner Field here in Hutchinson, it's the HARC Little League baseball game. Hi, everybody. Again, it's Vince Capozzi along with Jerry Dupay, and we welcome you aboard for this evening's game. Should be a good one. We have the Blue Jays taking on the Pirates. The South Union Township Sports Network coverage is brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring the Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV with Gary Smith. As I said, I'm Vince Capozzi alongside Jerry Dupay, and we'll be back to take a look at the lineups right after this.
The Fayette Furnace Company, established in 1920 with over 100 years of combined experience in the industry. They are employee-owned and operated. They take pride in solving your home heating and air conditioning needs. They are the area's oldest and most reliable HVAC contractor. They specialize in creating quality energy-saving comfort for your home by using the most advanced technology in the industry. Along with the Carrier Corporation, Fayette Furnace can put together a system to improve your comfort, save you money on energy consumption, and improve any deficiencies in your existing system. They specialize in green speed inverter technology and split systems, ductless split units, zoning, radiant heat, boilers, hot water tanks, tankless water heaters, and many more applications. Call the Fayette Furnace Company today at 724-438-5400. That's 724-438-5400. Ask for Mike to schedule a free consultation.
Welcome back to Hutchinson Field, moments away from the opening pitch. Let's put the Blue Jays on the field for you. Leading off and playing shortstop will be number 3, Ethan Koffler. Batting second and catching, number 6, Steve Vecchiola. Chaz Lambie will hit third, number 8, playing second base. Nico Vecchiola is number 10. He'll be pitching tonight. Eric Townsend will be at first base. He's number 5. Parker Clements is in right field, number 2. Number 1, Evan Vecchiola will be at third base. Carson Scott will be in center field, and Luke Grimm will be in left field. I'll be back to take a look at the Pirates starting lineup right after this.
Important for people to know that we represent injured people to the best of our ability, and we've been successful doing that. And I don't say that to have people come to see us because we have been successful. I say that because it's true, and it's important.
Another important aspect is the experience that we have is local experience in the court system in Uniontown, in Washington, in Waynesburg.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Welcome back to Hutchinson Field, just a few minutes away from tonight's game. Let's take a look at the Pirates on the field. Peyton Petronas will lead off and play center field. Connor Kalich will play first base and bat second. Batting third and playing shortstop is Tate Musco. Patrick Cavanaugh will be doing the catching and hitting fourth. Devin Kravotsky will be pitching and batting fifth. The third baseman will be Mark Tanner. Playing at second base is Crew Livingston. Phil Hall will be the designated player. Connor D'Amico will be in right field. Jake Sackett will be in left field. And Tucker Schoenmeyer will be the other designated player. So we're just moments away. We'll be back with the opening pitch right after this. You're watching the South Union Township Sports Network. Welcome back to Hutchison Park. We're just moments away from the opening pitch of today's game. Should be a pretty good ball game today between the Pirates and the Blue Jays. Pirates will be the home team today. Let's put them on the field for you again defensively. Peyton Petronas will be in center field. Connor Kalich is at first base. Tate Musco is at short. Patrick Cavanaugh will be catching. Devin Kravoski, the left-hander, will be on the mound. Mark Tanner plays third. Crew Livingston will be at second base. Connor D'Amico will be in right. Jake Sackett will be in left. So we're just moments away here. Pirates in their gold jerseys with the black hats, with the gold P and the gray pants. Blue Jays will be in the Blue Jay blue jerseys with blue hats with the Blue Jay logo and gray pants. We're all ready to go here. Just waiting for a few minutes till the throwdown occurs. Alrighty. Coaches have given their last-minute input. And we should be ready to go. It's a beautiful night for baseball here. Jared and I were just talking. We were a little worried about the weather. That seems to have moved off to the north. Temperature about 77 degrees here at game time. And we're expecting to stay in the 70s throughout the evening with no problem with rain. So sit back and relax and enjoy a beautiful night of baseball here from Hutchison Park. All right, we have the play ball sign. Koffler stands in, right-handed batter against the lefty, and the pitch is down low for a ball. It's the gorgeous view here of from the Beaner Field overlooking the lake. 0-1 pitch is a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. And that pitch is high for a ball, 2 balls and no strikes. Lefty pitching from the stretch. And that's a called strike. Makes the call. That makes the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that pitch is down low for a ball, so the count is full at 3-2. And there's a bounding ball up the middle. Labby will try to field it. He'll have no play, so an infield single. Up the middle. Seve Vecchiola, one of 3 Vecchiolas to be playing on the team tonight. The catcher. 1 on, nobody out. We are just underway, the second batter. Vecchiola from the stretch. And the pitch is a ball. Runner on first. There's a ground ball into right field for a base hit. Koffler's going to come to third. Clemens' throw is going to be cut off by the shortstop Koffler, but that will not prevent Vecchiola from coming all the way in So an RBI for Vecchiola. That'll bring up Chaz Lambie. First at bat, we have 1-0 now in favor of the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. Makes the count 0-1. And a foul back into the screen. He's in a hole 0-2. Ethan Koffler started this game with an infield single to second base. Sevi Vecchioli rolled one through the infield. Now there's a ground ball. It's going to be to second again. Lambie will come up, has some trouble with it, and everybody will be safe. So far, everything being hit on the ground for the Blue Jays. Runners on first and second now with nobody out. The infield fly rule is in effect. I do believe they play that here. No, I'm sorry, they do not play that at this age group. And there's a foul up over our head and into the parking lot. Jerry, hopefully not close to your car. This is Nico Vecchiola. Nico and Seve are brothers. Cousin Evan is also on the team. And the pitch is up high just above the letters for a ball. And there's a ground ball to third and making the play. And lots of confusion out there.
All right, Eric, let's go. Go on, Eric.
So first and second again. Eric Townsend. Left-handed batter against left-handed pitcher. You don't see that very often here in Little League. And a short little fly out toward third will drop down. 3 balls and 1 strike. Devin Kravosky, the left-hander. Pitch is in the dirt. Ball 1. Runners move up second and third. And that pitch is a ball. That'll be a base on balls. That'll load them up. We've got 1 out. And the sacks are jammed. Krosky from the stretch. Pitch is outside for a ball. That pitch is a called strike on the outside corner. Runner's coming for the plate, and he will score on the wild pitch. The other runners did not move up on the play, so runners still on first and second. And that pitch is outside for a ball. Pitch up high for a ball. 2-0. The Blue Jays have put a 2 spot up so far. They've got 1 out. Pitch to Parker Clemens. Outside corner for a strike.
All right, Parker, right here.
Kravoski from the set. Strike 3 called. Looks like a pretty good pitch down the middle. It's fastball. Second out. That'll bring up Evan Vecchiola.
Swing off.
And that pitch is a strike.
Jump on out.
Pitch up high. 2 outs and 2 runs in and 2 on. Everything's 2. Kravoski in a little bit of trouble. Trying to work his way out of it. That pitch is high for a ball. Evan Vecchiola does not present a very large strike zone. Swing and a miss. That little breaking ball on the outside corner. Kravoski again from the pit. And that's going to be a wild pitch. Both runners are going to move up.
Anything close, you got to swing.
And that pitch is inside for a ball. He lost him. So that puts Vecchiola on first. Southson on second. And Nico Vecchiola on third. Carson Scott, a call-up tonight. Called up from the Red Sox. The son of Jason Scott, our township supervisor. Ground ball to third base. And it's going to be bobbled, and the ball's going to roll into left field. 2 runs are going to be in. A 2-run error. And Luke Grimm will come up. From the left fielder. Pitch is up high for a ball. Inside for a ball. First and second, 2 outs. 2 balls and a strike, 4 runs in so far. Kravoski is now going from the windup, and that pitch is down low again. And there's a walk. And the Blue Jays have batted around. Ethan Koffler at the plate. He singled to second base, deep second in his first at bat. Kravoski from the stretch. And it's a called strike. I think if they had appealed, he would have First base umpire Dave Ryder probably would have rung him up as a swing. Pitch is outside for a ball. Scott at first. Vecchiola at second. Townsend at third. Pitch is a ball. Hard throwing left-hander at the belt. That pitch is on the outside corner for a called strike. That means that the count is full 3 balls and 2 strikes. See if the runners are going to be going on the pitch. That pitch is called strike 3. So 4 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 error, and they left 3 on base. So as we go to the bottom of this first inning, the score of the Blue Jays 4, the Pirates coming to bat.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Alrighty, as we go to the bottom of the first, let's put the Blue Jays on the field defensively. We've got Ethan Koffler at short, Seve Vecchiola at behind the plate, Chaz Lambie at second base, Nico Vecchiola is on the mound, Eric Townsend at first, Parker Clemens in right, Evan Vecchiola at third, Carson Scott in center field, and Luke Graham in left field. Paxton Petronas takes the ball. 2 lefties on the mound tonight. Very rarely you see 1 lefty, let alone 2, in the same game. 4-0. Blue Jays scored. That pitch is down low for a ball. Blue Jays put a 4 spot up in the first inning. Petronas with a swing and a miss. Petronas again. Takes it low for a ball. Left-handed batter against left-handed pitcher from the windup. It's a pop fly going to be fouled down the right field line and will drop to the ground. So that makes the count full for Paxton Petronas. Vecchiola's delivery is up high for a ball. So a walk to Petronas, and the first man is on. I'm going to bring up Connor Kalich. Kalich takes outside for a ball. Vecchiola's next delivery is a foul back. So quickly 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. So a ball and 2 strikes. Curveball bounced to third. It's going to be a bad hop over the shoulder of Ethan Vecchiola, and that is going to be in for a hit. Petronas will move to second. Ball kind of took a bad hop as Vecchiola went down to get it. So another lefty steps in. Tate Musco, the shortstop. Vecchiola with an off-speed pitch for a strike. And a grounding ball foul. And there's a drive down to the right field corner, and it's going to be caught in the right field corner. Everybody will have to go up. A great play in the right field corner by Clemens. So one out, and that'll bring up Patrick Kavanaugh. One out, runners on first and second. Kalich on first, Petronas on second. 4-0 Blue Jays lead. There's a fly ball in the gap in right center field. That ball's going to hit the ground and take off. Everybody's in motion. Kavanaugh is going to pull up with a double. And as the ball gets away in the infield, 2 runs will score. So 1 RBI for Kavanaugh. Another lefty. 4-2 we have now as the score. So the Pirates able to answer back quickly. Devin Kravoski, the batter. Another lefty on lefty, and we're going to have a stolen base down here to left. The ball will get away from the third baseman and roll into left field. So a stolen base, and then an error on the catcher. So 3 runs in. Pirates able to answer. And there's a base hit in the left center field gap. It's going to take off and roll to the wall. Kravoski around first. In the second, he's going to keep on coming to third. It's going to be a close place. Now they've got him in a pickle. And they throw it away. The ball stays in play.
Hey, Mark, let's go, buddy. Come on, Mark.
So 4-3 with a runner on third. 1 out. Mark Tanner in. Tanner went after one that was a little low, was able to foul it out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nico Vecchiola. Nice breaking ball, swing and a miss in the dirt. So that brings 2 outs, and Crew Livingston will come to the plate. Livingston playing second base tonight. Pirates just have nine players in uniform tonight. That pitch missed on the outside corner for a ball. Kravoski on third. 3 runs are in. Nice pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Philip Hall would be next. That pitch is up high for a ball. 2 balls and a strike to second baseman Crew Livingston. And that pitch is going to be up high. Just didn't close off the shoulder as he brought the arm down. Vecchiola's pitch, swing and a miss on a pitch down low. So 2 strikes now on Crew Livingston. Philip Hall in the on-deck circle for the Pirates. Livingston takes that pitch in the dirt. A nice stop by Seve Vecchiola there. Prevent the run from scoring as Livingston draws the walk. And that pitch is outside for a ball. Runner going down, and he is going to be out. Caught stealing, 2-6.
That's my fault. Coach, that was my fault.
Impressive throw to second base by Seve Vecchiola. That ends the inning. 3 runs are in. On 3 hits, there were 2 errors. And 1 man left on base. So we'll go to the top of the second inning with the score, the Blue Jays 4 and the Pirates 3. You're watching Little League Baseball on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
Welcome back to Hutchison Park. We are just about to begin the second inning tonight. 4-3 is the score. The Blue Jays over the Pirates. And so leading off for the Blue Jays is Seve Vecchiola. Vecchiola takes the ball. Kravosky delivers, line drive. Jerry, you are right in there. Bounced off the dugout and right over my head. And if anybody knows my catching ability, the way I catch it is I wait for it to stop rolling and pick it up. Ground ball to third base. Musco is up with it. His throw is going to be not in time to get the runner. Infield single for Seve Vecchiola. Second baseman Chaz Lambie now. 1 on, nobody out. And that pitch was behind the runner. Vecchiola will take second on that wild pitch. 1 ball, no strikes. That pitch is up high for a ball. For Gravoski from the stretch position, checks the runner at second. And that pitch is also high. 3 balls and no strikes. Gravoski is set. That pitch is in for a strike. Four-3. Blue Jays lead. And that pitch is outside for a ball. So Lambie walks, runners on first and second for Nico Vecchiolo. And we are going to have some defensive changes here. Petronas is going to come in to pitch. Kalich moves to center field. So the big center fielder comes on. He's going to inherit 2 runners on and nobody out here in the top of the second inning. Another lefty. Must be left-handed night here at the stadium. The third left-handed pitcher. So Paxton Petronas facing his first batter. And Harris 2 on and nobody out. Nico Vecchiolo. Swing and a miss. Vecchiola throws left, bats right. Petronas is set. And the delivery is up high for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. It's a beautiful night for baseball here. Petronas with a pitch. Shots by for a ball. Lambie got on an error on the second baseman his first time up. One hopper to third. Musco will step on the bag, throw to second base. The ball gets into right field, and the runners are all going to move up. But he got the all-important that out. Goes 5 unassisted for Vecchiola. Everybody was 1 up on the play. Eric Townsend, the batter. Left-hander. From the left-hander, Petronas. Trying to swing and a miss. Eric Townsend liked that one. And that pitch is down in the dirt for a ball. Runners at second and third. We've got nobody out. Or one out, I should say. And there's a foul ball down the third base line and ricochets into the Blue Jays dugout. So Petronas trying to put out the fire here. Got Vecchiola to ground out to third. But then on the ensuing play, the ball went into right center field, and both runners moved up. And that pitch is up high for a ball to Eric Townsend. Infield at regular depth. Petronas from the stretch, and that's a foul back out of play. Townsend walked his first time up. Eventually came around and scored. When Carson Scott got on an error. Petronas sets at the belt. And pitch is going to hit Eric Townsend, bounces right off the top of the helmet. So Townsend is aboard. The bases are loaded. One out. And Parker Clements is at the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Fastball up high. Infield is in for the Pirates now, trying to cut down the run. Swing and a miss. Strike two for Parker Clements. He struck out looking the last time. So, Pirates manager Wes Sparks not wanting to give up too many more runs. Clements, foul ball. Vince Capozzi, Jerry DePay with you on the South Union Township Sports Network. Glad to be back with you. Petronas from the set. And swing and a miss. Clements is down on strikes for the second time. Two outs, and Evan Vecchiola will come to the plate now, the third baseman. And a swing and a miss. Two outs. Petronas trying to get out of a jam. Fastball, outside corner for a strike. Petronas with two strikes. Set at the belt. And struck him out. Petronas comes in and puts out the fire. So there'll be no runs. There were no hits in the inning. Two errors and a couple of walks, and they strand three. So we'll go to the bottom of the second with the score. The Blue Jays 4 and the Pirates 3. Great work there by Mr. Petronas. We'll talk about that on the other side of this break. You're watching the South Union Township Sports Network.
Fayette Furnace Company, established in 1920 with over 100 years of combined experience in the industry. They are employee-owned and operated. They take pride in solving your home heating and air conditioning needs. They are the area's oldest and most reliable HVAC contractor. They specialize in creating quality energy-saving comfort for your home by using the most advanced technology in the industry. Along with the Carrier Corporation, Fayette Furnace can put together a system to improve your comfort, save you money on energy consumption, and improve any deficiencies in your existing system. They specialize in green speed inverter technology and split systems, ductless split units, zoning, radiant heat, boilers, hot water tanks, tankless water heaters, and many more applications. Call the Fayette Furnace Company today at 724-438-5400. That's 724-438-5400. Ask for Mike to schedule a free consultation.
All right, welcome back to Hutchison Park. Philip Hall, the first baseman, is leading off for the Pirates. That pitch is a foul back. Nico Vecchiola in his second inning. And that pitch is up high for a ball. That pitch is up high for a ball. Great job by Petronas last inning to come in, 2 on and nobody out, and get out of the inning. That pitch is a called strike on the outside corner.
Anything close, give it a shot. Come on, Phil, come on, Phil.
That pitch is a called strike as well. And it will be strike 3. So Hall is out on strikes for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Connor D'Amico, the right fielder. And that pitch is high for a ball. D'Amico checked his swing at the last moment. That pitch is in for a ball. But just joined us, it's 4-3 in favor of the Blue Jays. Pitch was outside for a ball. Blue Jays put a 4 spot up on the Pirates in the first inning. Pirates answered with 3 in the bottom of the first. That pitch is down low for a ball. So D'Amico will walk. And that will bring up the top of the order. And D'Amico on the wild pitch will go to second base.
Hey, you gotta see one here, you gotta see one. care, go get it. Gotta be your pitch, oh, gotta be your pitch, Dave. All right, Dave, it's air busted, buddy. Come on. Good swing, good swing. Stay up, keep that weight back a little bit.
And that pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 3 on the pass ball. The runner will, D'Amico will get to.
Come on, Tuck. Attaboy, good job, good job. Hey, get your pitch here, Tuck.
So Tucker Schoenmeyer is at the plate now. And a swing and a miss, strike 1. Ground ball to second base. Easy play for the second baseman and over to first. And that retires the side. So no runs on no hits. There was a walk and nobody left. So we'll go to the bottom of the, or rather the top of the 4th now. Blue Jays 4, Pirates 3.
You don't have to travel to Pittsburgh to get good representation. We've been doing it since 1976. We've been successful. We can help you right here at home.
We know the nuances of the legal system in Uniontown in Fayette County. We know the nuances of the legal system in Waynesburg and in Washington.
We know the system. We know where the courthouse is, and we know where to park. And at our office, you can park for free.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
And heading to the top of the 4th already. Rather, top of the 3rd. My apologies. Now we have a little bit of an injury over here. Petronas pitches inside for a ball. Carson Scott got on an air the last time. We mentioned Jason Scott. It's his father. His mother is Also someone that I know. My wife actually taught her in elementary school, Jessie Scott, and then she ended up teaching my daughter in first grade. So it's funny how things kind of come around, and now here I'm doing their kids' game. So kind of a never know where life takes you. We know this. It's in the third inning. The top of the third, Blue Jays lead it 4-3. And pitch is outside for a ball. So Scott gets on a walk. Now that'll bring up Luke Grimm. Also a call-up from the minor leagues. Grimm looked like he wanted to pull the trigger. He didn't. The pitch is outside, or catches the outside corner for a strike. Petronas from the stretch. Sets at the belt. Winds, kicks, and deals, and swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. Petronas came in last inning with 2 on and nobody out. Managed to get out of the inning with no runs scored. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Luke Grimm is down on strikes. That's the first out of the inning. We'll go back to the top of the order. And Ethan Koffler. Koffler started the game with a single to the second baseman, came around and scored. And Scott's going to move the second on the wild pitch. Seve Vecchiola would be next. That pitch is down low for a ball. Scott's going to get over to third. So a runner on third now with 1 out. Koffler with a 3-0 count. Takes a strike on the outside corner, 3-1. 1 on and 1 out. Carson Scott walked. Lou Grimm struck out, and that brings us to Ethan Koffler with Seve Vecchiola on deck. That pitch is high for a ball. Koffler is on for the second time. Runners on first and third, so let's see if they pull the first and third play here and how the defense will handle it with Seve Vecchiola. Vecchiola singled through the right side of the diamond his last time up. That pitch is down low for a ball. Runner goes halfway. Now the pitch is dropped, and he's going to go ahead to the second. And the ball's going to go into... The runner will come home as the ball hit the runner. And so we have a temporary timeout here. We'll go and check on the runner, Ethan Koffler. Ethan says he's all right. Scott comes in to score. Koffler gets the second on defensive indifference. Now a runner on second with one out. Swinging a foul back. Pitch is down low for a ball. 5-3 here at the top of the third. Runner on second is dancing off a little bit. Now he gets back as Petronas grabs the ball. As we said, Vecchiola single through the right side. That brought home Ethan Koffler. And that pitch is high for a ball. Seve heads down to first. First and second, one out. And Chaz Lambie coming to the plate. Lambie got on an air.
All right, Chaz, right here.
Wines kicks and deals. That ball's going to get to the backstop. Both runners are moving as the ball hits the pole and comes all the way out to first base. So both runners will move up to second and third on the play. We got one run in already. Now Petronas has himself in a pickle. Petronas from the belt, and here's the pitch. Bounces in the dirt. Nice stop by Kavanaugh. Petronas looks in for the shine. Stretches and comes set. And the pitch. Pitch is inside for a ball. Makes it 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. And that pitch is high for a ball. So the bases are now loaded for Nico Vecchiola. Vecchiola walked and scored a run. All right, Petronas. Listen to sign, gripping the ball from the belt. And his pitch. And there's a fly ball in the right field. It's going to be a base hit. 1 run is in. 2 runs are going to score. And coming to third and being held up there is going to be Chaz Lambie. So a 2 RBI. Single. So that puts runners on the corners, first and third with 1 out. 3 runs in, 7-3. Blue Jays lead. There's a ground ball to third base. And very going to be an interesting call there. No call. or the runner is safe. He said they missed the tag. It was a ground ball to third. Tanner had it. Vecchiola had wandered, or rather, Lambie had wandered a little bit too far off and tried to dive back. And umpire Dave Ryder says that he got in time. That call seemed to be confirmed by other people with a good angle as well. I don't have a good angle, so I won't speculate on that call other than to say that they called the runner safe. That pitch is in the dirt, and the bases are loaded again. Pitch is a ball. And we have a timeout. We're going to have a visit to the mound. Towson got on a fielder's choice. Conference at the mound is finished. We said the temperatures dropped here a little bit. And Parker Clemens coming to the plate. That pitch is high for a ball. Petronas from the belt again, struggling in this inning. Came out and put a major fire out. That pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Major fire out last inning. Inherited 2 runners. Got a fielder's choice and got out in the inning with a pair of strikeouts. That pitch is inside, down low for a ball. Clements walks. And we have another timeout. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change. 7-3 is the score in favor of the Blue Jays, and we're going to take a step out with this pitching change. We'll be back. You're watching the South Union Township Sports Network. Okay, Ted Mutzko comes on to pitch. Petronas goes back to center field. Kalich back to third base. And Evan Vecchiola is the 9th man to hit in the order. He walked in the first inning. Mutzko's pitch is a ball. Let's go from the windup. Bases loaded, 1 out. Here's his pitch, and that's a called strike. Evan Vecchiola. And that's a swing and a miss. And they throw the ball away. It's going to go to center field, and 1 run is going to be in. There's a little lack of concentration there. Ball and 2 strikes on Evan Vecchiola. Here's the pitch. Vecchiola tried to offer and then shot better of it and pulled it bat back for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 9-3, the Blue Jays lead. With 5 runs, that pitch is going to be a wild pitch all the way to the backstop. It's going to allow another run to score. As Eric Towson comes in to score. Parker Clements is now at third base with one out and a full count to Evan Vecchiola. And the pitch. And a called strike 3 for Evan Vecchiola. So that is the second out of the inning. 10-3 is the score. Carson Scott, he started this inning with a walk. And that pitch is high for a ball. Parker Clements on third. And a swing and a miss at a high fastball for strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch is inside for a ball. Scott is 0 for 1, got on an error in the first inning, walked last inning, or actually walked to start this inning. 10th man to bat in the order. That pitch is inside for a ball. Again, 2 balls and a strike. That pitch is in the dirt for a ball. Be ball 4, but a nice block there by Kavanaugh. Kept the ball in front of him. Kept the runner from advancing. So Carson Scott, for the second time in this inning, walks. That'll bring up Luke Grimm. Grimm struck out swinging last inning. Walked in the first, so he's 0 for 2. Another minor league call-up. So the Pirates in the minor leagues. Up here, playing against the Pirates. Musco sets. Here's his pitch. Straight down the middle for a strike. So we have 2 outs. 6 runs in. And that pitch is down low for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch is high for a ball. They must go on the mound in relief of Petronas. That pitch is high for a ball. So back-to-back walks. Load the bases with 2 out for Ethan Koffler. Koffler singled and struck out in the first, and then walked in the third and scored a run. That pitch is high for a ball. Luke Grimm is at first. Carson Scott is at second. And Parker Clements at third. That pitch is up high again for a ball. Musco needs to, as you hear his coach saying, he needs to make an adjustment. Lengthen his stride a little bit. Get that pitch down, remains high again. Of course, not that there's a lot of target there for Ethan Koffler. Musco's pitch down low, and that's ball 4. Walks in a run. Musco not happy with himself. So sacks are loaded. And there's a foul back in the screen from Seve Vecchiola. Vecchiola 2 for 3, a pair of singles to right field. Vecchiola swing and a miss. Pitch in for a called strike. And that will be strike 3. And that retires the side, but not before the Blue Jays put up 7 runs on 3 hits. There were 2 errors and 3 left on. As we go to the bottom of the third, the score is the Blue Jays 11 and the Pirates 3. You're watching HARC Baseball on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Welcome back to Hutchison Field, where we are in the bottom of the third, 11-3. The Blue Jays take the lead, and we've seen some changes for the Blue Jays. Ethan Koffler is now on the mound. Sevi Vecchiola will move to short, and Eric Townsend is behind the plate. And the pitch is a ball. And down low for a strike. Petronas, fly ball to center field over the head of Scott. Petronas around first, heading for second. Around second, going to go for third, and he will make it standing up with a triple. Now the ball thrown away, and Petronas will get home on the air. So, Petronas makes it 11-4. Foul back. Connor Kalich. And that pitch clips him on the head. So Kalich heads down to first. Hit by the pitch. St. Musco now with a runner on and 1 out.
Come on, hit the ball hard. Hey, same swing and let's go. First one's a big one. Let's go. Connect.
And the pitch down low for a ball. Kalich will head into second base. And a nice job to block that ball. But it won't prevent Kalich from getting to third base.
Hey, your spot. You're ready to go. Some middle one you can really turn on here.
St. Musco, right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter.
Some middle one you can really drive. Good job, good job. Hey, gotta see one now, gotta see one.
It's 11-4. 3 balls and no strikes to Musco. And the pitch is a called strike right down the middle. Koffler in relief of Vecchiola. And the pitch. And there's a line drive. Second base. It'll be a fielder's choice, 4-3. But an RBI for Tate Musco. Patrick Cavanaugh will now come to the plate. Cavanaugh got on an error in the first inning. And swing and a miss. Looked like he fooled him with a curveball.
Sit back and relax. Come on. Put a good swing on it. Put a good swing on it.
Let's go to the first righty. And that's a swing and a foul ball for Patrick Cavanaugh.
Cut it down a little bit now. Cut it down a little bit. Make good contact, drive middle. Hey, shorten it up a little bit now. Shorten your swing up a little bit. Drive middle.
And here's the pitch. Down low for a ball.
Hey, same approach. Same approach. Looking to drive middle. Drive middle. Right back to the box.
Cavanaugh with a pitch down low for ball 2. So the count is even at 2-2.
All right, get a little bigger. Here we go.
Cavanaugh foul back into the screen. Count holds at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, back to your count. Normal swing here, all right? Normal swing. Sit on it and drive it. Let's go. Sit on it and drive it.
And the pitch. And inside, call strike 3. And Patrick Cavanaugh has just been ejected from the game.
Hit the dirt though, Blue.
Good block. Cross his knees and then hit behind.
That wasn't that good of a pitch.
120.
I'm just telling you, he has a right to be upset. I'm not saying he shouldn't hit it. I'm just. All right, relax. Look at it. Hey, you're fine. You're fine. You know you can't do it. You're okay. Come on.
Okay, Cavanaugh has been ejected.
Come on, Devin.
With 1 out.
Come on, Devin.
Well, they make that 2 outs now. Devin Kravoski at the plate. Kravoski takes outside for a ball. Runner on. Nobody on. Swing and a miss. Nice drop curveball there. Got 2 outs. And the pitch. High outside for a walk. Kravoski will walk. And that will bring up Mark Tanner. Tanner steps in. Blue Jays lead it 11-5. The pitch from Koffler is on the outside corner for a strike. And the pitch is inside for a ball. And the pitch is a strike. Tanner struck out. Ground ball up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Kravoski will stop at second base. Tanner has a base hit up the middle. Crew Livingston will be coming to the plate now. And the pitch is in the dirt. Both runners are going to move up. They threw to second, but not in time to get Mark Tanner. And the pitch to the Crew, swing and a miss. And that pitch is a ball. And swing and a miss. So strike three. That's the third out of the inning. Pirates get 2 runs that inning on 1 hit. And there were 2 errors and 2 men left. So we'll go to the top of the 4th now with the score. The Blue Jays 11, the Pirates 5. You're watching South Union Township Sports Network, HARC Baseball.
Sit right down and you hear a tale of a fateful call. You better pay those bills right now or you take a mighty fall. He really didn't know what to do, so he turned to those who did. Zeppeli, Mahalev, and White, your bankruptcy crew, your bankruptcy crew. So no matter how deep in debt you are, if your back's against the wall, Zeppeli, Mahalev, and White, just give them a call.
Okay, welcome back to Hutchison Field as we begin the top half of the 4th. Pitch is inside for a ball. Got a clarification between innings of what will happen with the Kavanaugh ejection. That spot will just be skipped in the order. There's a ground ball foul. For Chaz Lambie. Let's go from the set. And the pitch. Pitch is low for a ball. And the pitch. And that pitch is a called strike. Lambie down on strikes for the first out of the inning for the Blue Jays. They lead at 11-5, top of the 4th. Nico Vecchiolo inside for a ball. Let's go from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Change speeds on him. And that pitch is inside for a ball. And the pitch. That's a ball. Beautiful clear night here. Crescent moon. Sky not yet completely black. One out. Vecchiolo at the plate. That pitch is inside for ball 4. So Vecchiolo walks. Eric Townsend. With Vecchiola on first. And the pitch. Outside for a ball. Vince Capozzi, Jerry Dupay with you on a beautiful last day of May. Hard to believe tomorrow's going to be June 1st already. Townsend shows bunt and bunts through it for a strike. Seems like just yesterday we were doing basketball games, didn't it, Jerry? Yeah, actually, it seems like we just football season not too long ago. Here's the pitch, and that's high for a ball as well. Nico Vecchiola on first. Townsend at the plate. Left-handed batter takes a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Musco will come set at the belt. And here's the 2-2 offering, and it is outside. Ball 3. And heading into second base is going to be Vecchiola. On the pass ball. Runner on second, 1 out. And here's the pitch. And Townsend takes a called strike 3. Second batter in the inning to take a called strike 3. Musco's trying to do something that they haven't been able to do all game, and that's get the Blue Jays out. I'm sorry, I should correct that. That's not true. Petronas came in and put out a fire earlier. So they were held scoreless in the second inning, even though it looked like they were going to get some runs. And a swing and a miss for Parker Clemens. And the pitch high for a ball. Vecchiola dances off of first. 2 balls and a strike, the count to Parker Clemens. If you just joined us, we are a swing and a miss. We are at 11-5. The Blue Jays opened the scoring with 4 runs in the top of the first. Pirates answered with 3 in the bottom, and then the Blue Jays exploded for 7 in the third. And pitches inside corner, called strike 3. All 3 batters are called out on strikes in that inning, so no runs. There were no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. So we'll go to the bottom of the fourth, rather the top of the fifth. No, bottom of the fourth. Bottom of the fourth with the score 11-5. Sorry about that, some temporary amnesia there. So we'll go to the bottom of the fourth, 11-5. The Blue Jays in the lead. You're watching HARC Baseball on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Davis and Davis, helping the injured.
If you're injured in an accident, after you address the medical problems, you're going to be faced with numerous questions concerning who's going to pay your medical bills, your property damage, the wages that you might be losing if you can't go to work. These are things that you need counsel for.
That your income is protected, that your bills are paid, that your family's taken care of. We've been doing this since 1976. We've helped injured people. We can help you.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
All right, welcome back to Hutchinson. Be Philip Hall, Connor D'Amico, and Jake Sackett to face Koffler. First pitch is high for a ball. Koffler came on in the second inning, or rather the third inning. His second inning of work, pitch is high for a ball. And that pitch is in for a strike. Overhand curveball dropped in just below the letters. Wind up in the pitch. And strike two on the outside corner. Start of that bender looked like a strike the whole way. And the pitch. Down low in the dirt. And the pitch. And that's his third strikeout. Philip Hall called out on strikes. Fifth strikeout of the night for Blue Jays pitchers. Connor D'Amico, the right fielder. And that pitch is inside for a ball. Got one out here in the bottom of the fourth. And that pitch is a strike. Koffler's delivery. Down low. Ball in the dirt. Nice job by Townsend to stop it. And Koffler gets the outside corner call for strike three. Third consecutive strikeout for Koffler, and fourth in the 6 batters he's faced. Jay Sackett swinging a miss, strike one. Tucker Schoenmeyer would be next. Sackett chased a breaking ball down in the dirt for strike two. And the pitch. Pitch is down low for a ball. Jay Sackett, their left fielder. Koffler's 1-2 delivery is high for a ball. It evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Foul back. So the count holds at 2-2. Blue Jays struck for 7 runs in the third inning. And swing and a miss, strike 3. Fourth consecutive strikeout for Koffler. That ends the inning. 1, 2, 3, and 3 strikeouts. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and there was nobody left. So we're going to go now to the top of the 5th. With the score of the Blue Jays 11, the Pirates 5. You're watching HARC Baseball on the South Union Township Sports Network. All right, welcome back. The top of the fifth about to begin. Ethan Koffler, or rather Evan Vecchiola leading off. Pitch is a called strike. Must go in his third inning of relief. Struck out the side last inning. Pitches outside for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitches high for a ball. Count even at 2. Mosco sets his pitch. Vecchiola swings and misses. I'm sorry, it was 3-1, so that makes it a full count now. I thought it was 2-2. My apologies. Full count, delivery on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Vecchiola is out on strikes. Musco has struck out 5 of the last 6 batters. Carson Scott again. Scott has walked twice and got on an error, so he's been on base 3 times. There's a short little fly ball out behind second base. It's going to drop in for a base hit. So Scott's got a hit. He's been on base all night. Just a little Texas Leaguer got out there just beyond where the defenders were. Carson's been on base now every time he's been at bat. And the pitch is a strike to Luke Grimm. And Grimm with a swing and a miss. But Carson Scott, the minor league call-up, making his play to play in the big leagues. Pitch is low for a ball. Jumping off of first base, daring the catcher to throw him. Musco now will come set. Checks the runner. Here's the pitch. And that's down low, and Scott is off to the races. The throw down, and he is out. Caught stealing. All right, so we've got 1 out. And the pitch. And that's a walk. I'm sorry, there's 2 outs. Luke Grimm gets on the walk. That'll bring up the top of the order, and Ethan Koffler. Koffler is 1 for 2. Single, scored a run, walk, scored a run. Struck out to end the first inning. Then walked in the third. That pitch is down low for a ball. Grimm is going to second base, and he will make it standing up. Going to second on the wild pitch. Let's go delivery. In on the inside corner for a strike. Let's go winds, kicks, and deals. And swung on and fouled into the backstop. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Ethan Koffler. And Koffler foul ball down the right field line. Waiting for the ball to come back in play. And the pitch. So he tried to throw a curveball, didn't get his hand off. Grimm started to third and then changed his mind and went back as the ball came right back to the catcher off the pole behind the backstop. Musco wants a new ball now. And the pitch. And called strike 3. So that'll take us to the bottom of the 5th. No runs on no hits, no errors. There was one player left. So we'll go to the bottom of the 5th now with the score of the Blue Jays 11 and the Pirates 5. You're watching HARC Baseball on the South Union Township Baseball Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Welcome back to Hutchinson, the bottom of the 5th, and because of the time limit, this will be the final at bat of the game. So the Pirates have to get at least 6 to force this into a suspended game. 7 to win it. Tucker Schoender will lead off. He takes for a ball. Pitch is inside for a ball. And Meyer gets a walk. Breaks the string of 4 consecutive strikeouts for Koffler. Back to the top of the order of Patron Fatonis. And he takes down low for a ball. Turner started the game in center field, then came into pitching inning. And he's got a fly ball to center field. Scott, beyond a beat on it, makes the catch. So 1 out, runner on first, Connor Kalich. Kalich singled in the first and walked in the third. Kalich has an RBI. And the pitch. Inside corner, strike 1. Nice little slider there. Koffler's 0-1 delivery, fouled off. Pulled the string on him there. One ball and 1 strike. Koffler delivers. It's got a strike on a swing in the dirt. Strike 3. Tate Musco now at the plate. 2 outs and a runner on. Koffler trying to close it out. Pulled the string, swing and a miss. Sean Meyer goes down to third on that play. Tate Musko. Devin Kravosky would be next. That pitch is a ball. 11-5, Blue Jays lead. Bottom of the fifth. We've been told this will be the last inning because of the time rule. Musko's next pitch is down in the dirt for a ball. Count is even at 2-2. Ground ball to second base. Lambie picks it up on to Townsend, and that retires the side, and that ends the game. The final score, the Blue Jays 11, the Pirates 5. We'll be back to recap tonight's game. You're watching HARC Baseball on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Davis and Davis, helping the injured.
If you're injured in an accident, after you address the medical problems, you're going to be faced with numerous questions concerning who's going to pay your medical bills, your property damage, the wages that you might be losing if you can't go to work. These are things that you need counsel for.
That your income is protected, that your bills are paid, that your family's taken care of. We've been doing this since 1976. We've helped injured people. We can help you.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Welcome to Bill Beaner Field here at Hutchison Athletic Complex, where tonight the Blue Jays defeat the Pirates by a score of 11-5 in a game that lasted just 5 innings because of the time rule. And the Blue Jays wasted no time in getting on the board. They put a 4 spot up in the first inning, and that was highlighted by a pair of singles and a couple of walks, got them 4. And then again, they broke it open in the 7th inning in the 3rd inning when they put 7 runs up. The big hit there was a single by Nick Vecchiola and a double by Ethan Koffler. So they put up 7 runs there. And that's all they needed. And then the Pirates in the first inning picked up 3 runs. And then they picked up 2 in the bottom of the 3rd to make it 11-5. The winning pitcher tonight was Nico Vecchiola, rather. He went 3 innings to record the win. Koffler gets the save with a pair of scoreless innings there, and tagged with the loss for the Pirates was Mr. Kalich. So 11-5 is the final score. The Blue Jays defeat the Pirates. Tonight's game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. Atlantic Broadband, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith and his staff. I'm Vince Capozzi for Jerry Dupay, and as always, our angel in the outfield, John Kasarik, saying thanks for joining us. The preceding has been a South Union Township Sports Network presentation.